Yo guys, what's up? Welcome on to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. Tonight, yet again, we're going to try and master the CRJ 1000. We got it out in the stream last night. It didn't go to plan. We did manage to land it down in Jersey, but it took a bit of gamer. How's it going, buddy? Welcome along. It didn't quite go to plan. We had about 3 or 4 attempts trying to land it. We couldn't capture the localizer. The glide slope went a bit to pot as well. But I've had a few more little goes in it earlier today, and I might have kind of got to grips with how to get it on the deck in some kind of reasonable manner. So, we are going to give it another go tonight. We've got the British Airways livery for it. We're going to take it from Gatwick up to Newcastle, which is my home airport, so I should know what we're doing once we get a bit further up and get towards the descent and trying to get it in on the approach. So, it is completely cold and dark. We'll run through the checklists. We'll get it set up, and we'll see how we go tonight. But like I said, this will only be the 5th or 6th time now that I've tried to fly this since Thursday. I have got control of the, obviously it's not having auto throttle and other bits and bobs that are different to the Airbus that I normally stream. So we'll give it a go. We'll jump in. It's completely cold and dark. We'll go and set it up, and we'll go and see what kind of damage we can cause to either the plane, the passengers, or the airport once we get going. So I'll pop it into the flight deck. Pop that into the full screen, and there we go. We'll go with the setup. Like I said, completely cold and dark. We'll nip over to this fly pad thingy bob, and we'll go to the checklist. So if we nip down, and if I just increase the sim volume a little bit, there we go. We can have a look. So crew Oscar masks checked for the PSI. So we can do this. You should be able to hear the oxygen come out, which is good. Audio warning panel, which we have checked. I did check that. Electrical power panel checked. Fire detection, FireX monitored test. I'm not entirely sure what that does. Doesn't do anything when the plane's turned off, and it also doesn't do anything when you turn it on. So we'll do that. Nothing happens there for that. We will fire up the APU while we're up here though, and get that going. There it is. APU's coming on. We'll cancel these master cautions and warnings because we know about those. External light to check, they're all off. The fuel panel is checked. What else need to do? Bleed air panel is checked. APU is on. Start panel has been checked. Hydronic panel checked. Auto and on. So let's have a look. So we need to go to on. That's the lights, actually. My mistake. Auto. One of them needs to stay on, doesn't it? I think it's this one that needs to go on, is it? Or is that one goes on? There you go, that goes on. And hydraulic 3 low pressure. So one of these ones I can never figure out which one. One stays on, the rest are all in auto. So if we ping that down there, what does that do? Yeah, it gets rid of all of them. That'll do. So that hydraulic panel checked also. ELT is armed. Cabin pressure panel is checked, air conditioning panel, anti-ice, so windshield heat needs to come to low, which is somewhere just here. Stick all of those on. The emergency lights, again, we can go and do that. They are armed. What else do we need to do? Standby compass checked, nose wheel steering should be off, which it is. Clocks are set, instrument panels checked, upper pedestal, thrust quadrant, lever, they should be all in. Shut off, which they are. Avionics checked, yaw dampers can come on. Let's get rid of that armrest. Yaw damper 1 and 2 is on, and the source panel is normal, which is this fella just here, which is FMS1. So we'll go and we'll align the IRSs. Ooh, we won't do that. To line that to nav, and with that we can do stab trim, that one, and Mac trim as well, and we'll start to get rid of some of these yellow warnings on here. Aft cargo doors open, that's fine because we let passengers and baggage on, and the rest of it, the passenger door, left engine oil pressure, right engine oil pressure, that'll change when we start up the engine. So let's nip down into the FMS down here, and we'll get it set up. We go to here to index position in it, And we're currently down on the ground in Gatwick, which is there. And what gate are we on? Let's have a quick look. Oh, that's a bit laggy. We're gate 21. So we're going to pop that in. We'll give us that. We'll set the position. Execute that as well. And we can go to flight plan, which is Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. And we're going up to Echo Golf November Tango. Origin runway for Gatwick. If we have a quick look at the flight plan, what we're going to be taking off from, runway 26 left. 26 left, we'll go in there. And if we go to execute, I'm going next page, which is the flight plan, which is good. So we go departure arrival. We're going to go off 26 left, the Lamborn 6 Mike. 26 left, and we're looking for the Lamborn. Oh. Lamborn 6 Mike, which is there. Shows you all of the crap that we need to follow. We'll execute that. Departure arrival, Newcastle. Will be ILS 25, and it's a Rimpton 1 November. We can go via the November Tango transition, which takes us over the airport, then back out. However, we're just going to go vectors for now. Execute that. And we'll go back to the flight plan page. And there we are, runway 26 left, Lamborn 6 Mike to Lamborn, and then we can go to the next page and crack on with the flight plan. So that's going to take us to Lamborn. After that, we're going to take the Lima 10 airway, and that's going to take us to Brookman's Park, which is Bravo Papa Kilo. To there, which is good. After that, we're taking the Upper November 601. 601, and that's going to take us up to the Midlands of Leicester. From Leicester, we're going to take the Upper Yankee 250, and that's going to take us to Rimpton. Rimpton, obviously, as we said, that's going to be the start of our arrival. We're doing the Rimpton 1 November into runway 25, so we'll execute that. And now if we go and have a look at this flight plan mobobler here, if we zoom, do that, and then zoom out or zoom in, there we go, we will have a slight, I'm guessing we've got a discontinuity somewhere. There it is. Rimpton, let's just get rid of that. Pippin Rimpton to there. This is our departure route. You can see 26 left, round to Detlin, and then we can we should be able to skip through the legs page and view view the route if I get it on the right thing. Which one is it? This one? I thought it was this one. Not that one. It's one of these ones where you can go through them. I don't know if you do it on this one. No, anyway, we'll check that out when we get further up, but there is somewhere you can do the skipping through. But anyway, that's basically the flight plan in. We'll go and do some other modifications with the VNAV and some other bits and bobs. Let's execute that anyway. And we can go to the next bit. Not going to do the leg wind. We'll go to VNAV. Transition going to be 6,000 feet. Next page, we're going to target Mach decimal 74 in the cruise. And our cruise level is going to be... what are we going to be? Flight level 300. Execute. Perfect. Here we go. Right, so let's go and do the performance. Let's have a look. What do we need fuel wise? For this, block fuel is going to be... where's the block fuel gone? So we need 3.9 tons. Let's just jiggle that around. Let's take 4.2. Passengers we have... oh, we're simulating passengers of 74. 74 passengers. Cargo's 1.8 tons. Is that right? 1.8. So look, payload 6.8 kilos. Zero fuel weight. We're looking for a zero fuel weight of where's that gone? Zero fuel weight. We're looking for 31.7, and we got 31. Yeah, pretty much 31.7. So that's nicely set up. So we'll set that in the simulator, copy to FMS, and fuel from there as well, which will be the landing speed we can set. Sorry, takeoff speed we can set. 139, 142, and 150. We couldn't do a flat 20 takeoff. What does that do? V1 of 130. And what does that do? 130, 139. We'll do flap 8. It is a big runway down in Gatwick, which is good. So right, well, imagine all the passengers are now on. We'll nip into the aircraft here. We'll close the doors. We'll close that one. And that's closed, that's closed. We've got chocks in place, we need to get rid of those when we get going, so we should have everything shut. All the doors indeed are closed. Perfect. So let's go and do the next bit, what we need to do now. Forward cargo door, that reckons it's still open, does it? Let's close that then. There we are, that's shut. So all we need to do now is we'll get the pushback. We'll nip up and do the I'll turn those on. Anything else going on? Recirc fan does need to come on as well. There it is. Let's go back to this checklist and have a look what else we missed off. So before start, passenger signs. Let's get those on. Passenger signs, no smoking, seatbelt signs. Altimeter, let's set that. So we should be 1013 because it's not live time or live weather. It'll stay 1013, which is fine. FMS is checked and set. IRS is aligned in nav. Radio nav aids set. Takeoff briefing. We'll have a look at that on the charts now, but I think we know what we're doing. So 26 left. Lamborn 6 mag departure. We'll come out. We'll make a right hand turn out towards Detland, which is that VOR just here. Left hand turn, 6,000 feet. Initially it's going to be 4,000, then 5,000, 6,000 up to Lamborn. So we can go. Let's go and put this in for some nav stuff. Let's go and put it in here. Radio is there. So it should auto tune stuff. So what's it got in at the minute? It's got 115.1. So it's got Biggin Hill. Put in, then it'll auto tune to Detland 117. 117.3 it should be, so we'll put that in nav 2. That's in nav 2. After that, out to Detland. So that is good. So we'll check that. We'll check the route for now. Once we get to Lamborn, we can climb up to 300, and away we go. So I think all that's left to do now, we'll put that back into its normal thing. Zoom back in. We will come and set VNav on here. VNav. And we'll just set a few things up there, so that's good. And I reckon we're good to request a tug to get us pushed back. Let's see how we go.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground.
It's not a very long flight. How long is the flying time tonight? We have 53 minutes. So we do the flap 8 takeoff is what we're doing. Put that back on legs. I think we'll set let's set a wing view. So look out there, not that one. There we are. So to taxi out of here, I always get lost in Gatwick, so let's have a look. We are, where are we at? Just there.
Okay, sir.
So we'll push back into the cul-de-sac, and it's 26 left for coming to, so it's literally going to come down here in November, and then Bravo, Romeo, Bravo 1 will be holding points,
You may lift.
which is pretty cool.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. back.
Now we're getting lifted up. Now the engines are another thing. Very easy to start, but very easy to cock up, I found. So we're going to come straight back and we're going to taxi out onto here. That's the only way we can go. So let's get rid of the chocks, which is one thing I always forget in this. We got to go to aircraft. Chocks are gone. And we can, we'll
Cockpit to
get
ground.
going backwards, I reckon.
Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set. Okay, cleared for push start. Please
Yo,
use parking
18
brake.
wheel Eddie, welcome along, buddy. I see you've come back for some more painful flying in the CRJ from last night. Right, parking brake is off.
East. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Get the fuel pumps on.
We'll start in the sequence.
And what we're going to do... Oh, there's a bit of lag. That is not good. Please don't crash. Oof. Let's go and start the right engine. There it goes. We've got N2. We'll wait for 20%. Well, I've had a little play earlier on today with it, and I managed to get it on the ground. It got the glide slope, it got the localizer. Everything seemed to be tickety-boo, the couple of little flights I had earlier on. So this is why I'm feeling a bit more confident tonight. So hit that. Get that to start. We should get some fuel. Ah, shit, no, get up there. That's what happens if you don't get that quite right. The engine will not start, and we have an issue. Let me just do this pushback, and then we'll try again. It's a very temperamental engine. Let's go. Right engine, start. N2 spooled up, and we'll try again. This is very laggy. It's not this evening. Very laggy. Right, let's have a look where we're at. 17%. Let's get that back a minute. There we are, fuel flow in engine number 2. And there it is, quite happily spooling away. Perfect. Let's we'll hold that there. We'll stop the pushback,
Okay, pushback completed. Please
and we'll go and do some more interesting stuff inside with the parking brake on.
Parking brake set. Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we display the safety features and proceed.
There is 60% on that one. So let's go and start the left engine.
To disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank
And
you.
let's wait for that one to spool to about 20%. Hit the flap, chuck it to idle, and that'll get some fuel in. While we'll do that, we'll set 5,000 feet as a stop climb. Hopefully. Something about that. There we go. Have we got that right? Yes. Perfect. So we have a good engine start, hopefully, on both engines. And we can come down. We'll set flaps 8. There they go. So we have engine started up. So after start, generators auto, electrics are checked. Bleed valves should be both in auto, which they are. The packs are on. I hope they're on. Yes, they are. Packs are on. Anti-ice is off. Nose wheel steering can be armed. There it is. That's a good start on both engines. Cool. So let's go and do some taxi checklist. Slats and flaps. We have flap 8 and they are set. Flight controls. Let's do that. So let's go to the flight control page, which is where we at. Flight controls. There it is. Have a look. So if we have full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and as far as the rudders go, Stabilizer trim is 7.5 in green, which is good. We have full left rudder, full right rudder. Perfect. Let's just go and check to make sure that stabilizer trim is what we need. Takeoff trim 7.5. Excellent stuff. So that is that done. The last bit, the checklift, was brake temperature. Let's have a look at those. Where's the brake temperature, oil pressure? I think they should be fine. Fuel, electrics, hydraulics, ECS. Landing elevation, we can set that. It's going to be 240 feet. 80 feet. It'd be useful to see the bottom screen, and landing elevation 260 feet. Perfect, that'll do. See that and do the landing elevation at once. Head and bug set. Right, we can go and get ourselves going. I reckon that's a quicker setup than the Airbus, I reckon. But anyway, let's go. Parking brakes off. Let's give her a bit of throttle and let's get going. If only the landing was as easy as setting it up, that would be perfect. Let me get the chart on the other screen so I know where we're going. So we're down here, turn left, passing runway 26 right, and then on to 26 left. Then if we get this sorted out and we can land it and do other stuff in it, one day we'll be able to get it onto flight on VATSIM. But tonight I don't feel confident enough to fly it on VATSIM just yet. So left on November. There's a big November sign there, so this is the way we're going to go. And let's get a bit of juice. We'll go a bit faster. 6 knots is a tad slow. There we are. So let's just go straight down past that, past each Jaffa who's landed his 743. We'll cross this runway, and this should take us straight down to Bravo 1, which is the holding point for 26 left. So here's 26 right. Yo, Abdel, how's it going, buddy?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. Thanks. Very good. Giving us another test out, see how we get on tonight. So hopefully, if this is Bravo 1, 26 left, 08 right, which it is, perfect. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. We'll stop there. Let's lights, 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 and nav on. That can come on. That can come on. All good. Right then, we are good to we're good to go line up and get ourselves going. There we are, let's line up and we'll come to a stop and just double check that I got everything the way it should be. we'll just blitz through some planes. There's one go straight through us. Cool, so we'll stop there and we'll just do the before takeoff check. Fuel cross flow to auto. Fuel cross to auto ride, there it is. That can go in. Oh Christ. Bleeds and APU are set. Thrust reversers are off, which they are. CAS is checked. So then guys, let's go flying. We'll hit that for takeoff. We've got some flight directives. We are going to rotate at 150 knots. Sorry, 142 knots is where we're going to rotate. We've got V1 of 139, VR 142, V2 of 150, QNH is set 1013. And what we'll do is we will give this a whirl. So we'll go Toga, there it is. Let's go up to the northeast of England and see what damage we can do up there. So we'll do this. Bit of rudder. It's a very twitchy on the rudder for some reason. There's 80 knots. Yo, Jamil buddy, how's it going? There's V1. And rotate, up we go. It's a positive rate, the gear's coming up. So we'll fly this for a second. Autopilot can go in. Nav is in. The flaps can go back, I think. Something like that. And we'll speed. We're not too low for terrain. Get off. Set that to 200. Hopefully that'll do. Nav, autopilot's in, speed's in. Climb speed of 206. It's about right. And we can now, I think, reduce to climb thrust, which will keep us doing what we need to do. With 5,000 feet as our initial stop climb anyway. And we should be heading towards 31 miles from Detlam. We'll make this right hand turn. And we'll just keep speed can keep going up a little bit, 220 knots. Just for now we'll make this turn. 220 seems about right. And away we go. Pretty cool. So far, so good. There's alt capture, 1,000 to go. And if we go and hit direct to... Not sure where this is going to take us here because there's a bit of a discontinuity, but it's not shown in here. We can go direct to... let's see where we can go direct to. Let's put the speed up to 250. And we'll just bring that back a smidge on the throttle. There we go. Let's go direct to direct Acorn, execute. That'll sort that out. And at Acorn we can bring that speed right back. So at Acorn, what do we need to do at Acorn? I'll just grab this a sec. Let's have a look. Where are we? There we are. Acorn, 5,000 feet, not above or below. So we'll stay on that for now. QNH, we can set the standard. There it is. And that speed's now coming back to 250 knots. 75.6 N2 roughly as well, which is pretty cool. And with this congested London airspace, we will be stuck at 5,000 feet just for a little bit. So you can see Acorn, 5,000 feet. 13 miles. After that, we can go to it'll be 6,000 feet shortly. But for now, I think we'll do the let's do the after takeoff checklist. In the climb, we've done that. Oh, actually, we've done it all. Fine. Perfect. Right. Give that a bit more oomph. So that's a bit more of a promising start than last night. We did get it off the ground. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the flight plan because it's going to try and come back on itself, but we'll go direct. After Acorn, we might just nip round that corner just to keep it happy. But yeah, this is the routing for tonight. You can see what we're doing. Not above below 5,000 feet Acorn, 5,000, 15 miles from Lambourne, and then 6,000 feet, 10 miles from Lambourne. After that, we're going to route up around London, up towards Leicester, as we said, to the Midlands, South Yorkshire, up towards West Yorkshire, Leeds, and then we're going to head up towards North Yorkshire, County Durham, and we're going to come up to here and come out over the North Sea and hopefully vector ourselves in for the ILS 25 in, what does it reckon, about 49 minutes time, if that all goes to plan, which I'm hoping it will. But for now, I've put some music on and we'll get cracking. To keep remembering that this has not got auto throttle, so we need to keep manipulating the thrust levers just to keep us at 250 knots for now. I need a bit more. Speed's gently climbing up now. And we'll just do that. Cool. So this one has got coupled VNAV, so we can try VNAV for the descent when we need to. But yeah, this, I'm not sure what it's doing here. D259 kilo, which is here. Then 1570, which is over there. So it does know where it's going. Just not sure why it hasn't joined the dots around there. So keep an eye on that. You know, it's flashing, it's changing waypoints. And we'll just centre the head and bug. I think we've got the thrust about right. We're only moving up and down a couple of knots at a time now, so we'll leave that there. Very good. And there's our lovely BA CRJ 1000. Pretty cool, to be fair. I don't think we have a speed limit. Do we have a speed limit? I've forgotten. If not, we're sticking with 250 because we're settled there quite happily. Was max 250, so we're fine. Perfect. There we are, D157. So it is going to turn this corner, even though it's not joined up on the flight plan. It is going to turn this corner. But obviously, as you turn corners, you do lose a bit of speed. So we'll just give that a bit more on the thrust. I can see why these planes are only used for short city hops. You wouldn't want to be playing with that thrust lever for hours and hours upon a flight. How cool does that look? There's London City. Airport to our left, somewhere over here. And this is where we can then start our climb to flight level 60. So we'll put We'll put 60 ready in. Six zero set there. And when we pass this point, we'll start the climb up. And you'll see it flash in 2 miles time. Once that flashes, we can climb. And there's the Thames. There you go, there's that flash. We can now get up to speed, vertical speed, and we'll do, what, let's do 1,000 feet per minute up. Do 1,000 feet per minute. And we'll do that at, oh shit. Do that, we'll do that at 250 as well. Why aren't we going up? Speed 250 VS 1,000 feet per minute. Thank you. There we go. There we are. Speed's coming up 250 knots. Perfect. So there's 6,000, we're going up to there, and then after that we can do what we want. We'll get ourselves nicely up in the cruise. There you go, Alt S capture. There's 6,000 feet, perfect. It's all starting to come together now. I've flown this a few times. And when we get into when we can climb up to 300, we'll put this back in climb thrust, and that should sort that out. But for these little step climbs of 1,000 feet, we'll do it manually, and then we can we'll climb out a bit faster after that. But it seems pretty stable just there. I'm going to look outside. There we go, there's London City Airport there. $250. And there we are, that's we're heading to Brookman's Park now, so let's go and whack 300 in here. 27, 28, 29, 300. Climb. And hopefully we'll get climb speed. And we can climb at 200. Let's climb at 260. There we go, away we go. Flight level 300 coming in. massive rate of climb, 4,000 feet per minute. As we saw out, let's have a look at that, what that looks like. Whoosh. Awesome. I'll put that on the descent checklist ready for when we arrive. Everything else is looking good. Don't do anything with that. We can, however, what we can do is, because like I said, I'm not that proficient at landing this in the descent yet, when that's climbing away, what we'll do is we're going to add in our topper drop for the arrival. Initial descent, Aircore, flight level 160. So let's go and put that in as a fix. So it's going to be, so look how you spell Aircore. India, Romeo, Kilo, Oscar, Romeo is Aircore. And we want to be flight level 160, and we're going to be at 300, so it's going to be 14,000 feet, 14, 28, 38, 42 miles from Aircore. So pop that in distance, and that should give us a top of descent marker somewhere. There it is, just there, that ring. Pretty cool. There we go. Reset that heading bug. Reckon 260 good rate to climb, 2,800 feet per minute, which is good. Actually, should we put the radar on? Let's see, where's the radar? There we go, terrain. But so far, I'm quite happy with what we're doing. It all looks good. That being said, I did think it all looked good last night until it went a bit tits up, so. A bit of that on. And hopefully we'll have some right, passengers, there we are. It's already showing descent Aircore flight level 160. So top of descent, we're going to reach there in about 26 minutes. According to that, do we have, can we find that out in your progress? Let's have a look. So we've got a headwind of 1 knot, crosswind from the left of 2 knots. The wind is 2702. That's quite cool. No way can I type in anything else on here. Last waypoint was Brookman's Park. It was 8.3 miles away. Potenton 14 miles. Yeah, would be quite nice to see. Coming up, not see top of descent anywhere. What we're doing here. What else could we press to find top of descent? We could have that on there. That's quite useful. Top of see, that's quite. If we could get that on a different screen. Left display, advanced text display. Be good to have that in there, perhaps. Or can I pop it on right? Now how do I get that off? Top of climb. Top of descent. There it is, 107 miles. That's pretty cool. So let's do that. Excellent. Next page. Yeah, so waypoint 105 miles to top of descent. Pretty cool. And And there's the engines doing whatever they're doing. Let's have a look. Oh, I see it. That's the packs. 45 psi packs at 21 degrees. Coming in. So hot air's coming in from here. It's being cooled down by the packs and being pushed out to 4,000 psi. Now if we go to stats. It's looking good. Hydraulics. You can see 3,000 psi across all three systems, which is good. 28 degrees. And you can see this one's powering the elevator rudder, left aileron, outboard spoilerons, outboard flight spoilers, ground spoilers, and left reverse. And then these are probably the right ailerons, the inboard spoilerons, and the flight spoilers, landing gear, and right reverses. It's pretty good. Electronics, all looking good. APU generator is off, obviously. 115 volt, 400 hertz, power on bus 1, and the same on bus 2 in the service bus. And the anti-ice. These will come up with red spots on here where it detects any ice outside, which it hasn't. And so that's good. And the doors should all be shut. We got CAS. Doesn't do anything. Put that back on the primary one for now. Actually, that can have something different on, couldn't it? Let's have the let's have fuel on there. How much fuel have we used? Fuel used 270 kilos. I'm not sure if that's right, but we'll take that as its word. There's top of climb. Oh yeah. Johnny boy, buddy, thank you for the chicken dance as always. It makes me crap my pants. Hope you're doing well, buddy. So, 2,500 feet to go. Ground speed 293 knots and the total airspeed 294. About right, we've got a 1 knot headwind. Those engines. Not sure what kind of view that's supposed to be, but that looked like it had passengers in then. Anyway, let's get back in the flight deck. Get to our climb and go 290 knots for the cruise. Should give us something around a Mach decimal 74 roughly. Sniper buddy, welcome along. How's it going, mate? There's Pippin, change of waypoint. There's our top of climb. Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. Thank you. There are 1,000 to go. Just giving this CRJ a little spin out sniper. I only picked it up a couple of days ago, so I haven't really flown it much. So it could be a laugh when we get into Newcastle a bit later on. I haven't got a clue what we're doing properly. There you go, Alt S capture. 300 feet left. So we'll think about we'll increase this Speed 290 knots, I reckon, is a good speed to start heading to. Now we're going to level off in just a minute. So you can see on the chart where we actually are now. Steaming up towards the Midlands. Yeah, 290 Mach decimal 74 might be slightly a tad fast. It can fly at a decimal 81, so a decimal 75, 76 is not going to be too much an issue for this. So we'll start to bring the thrust back now to maintain 290. Should be somewhere around 80% perhaps. Let's try 81 just for now. Yo, Smile Castle, buddy. You back for a bit more punishment of me flying this tonight, are you? That's, I think so, mate. Yes, I think so. Just get this to 290 knots and stabilised somewhere about there. You know, the landings seem to go a bit better earlier on. I'll show you one of these here somewhere, so we don't overspeed. I did a couple in and around Newcastle this morning. We got down to -199, so that was not too bad. So I think I saw you. Were you flying out of Newcastle this morning as well? I think I was sat on the runway and you shot straight through me, I think. Just we'll decrease that just a smidge. Yeah, we're heading to Mammal now. There is that right hand turn. Yeah, no, I think I just landed by doing that when we're doing those little bits of circuits there. I'm sure I'm sure it was you that took off. It did say Smile Castle 51, so definitely sure it was you. Reset that Edinburgh. That speed same, pretty much the same, not dropping, not increasing, which is good. But yeah, no, I think I did 2 takeoffs, 2 landings. They both captured the localizer. One was a bit harder than the other, but yeah, we got there eventually. But I thought we're going to give it another spin out tonight just to see if I can actually do it. And if not, I'll keep practicing. Was that East Midlands? I think that might be East Midlands. Have a look. Yeah, somewhere around there. Or Robin Hood. Yeah, East Midlands there. It is EGNX, we're just passing. East Midlands. I am, however, I'm going to tune in the localizer now, so I don't have too much to do when we get there. 111.5. Let's go here. I'm going to tune it in. 111.5. I'll put DME hold on. We'll go back. So we have that sorted there. and we're just gonna have a nav source a minute and just have a quick look, make sure that is doing what it's doing. Actually, I won't pick anything up yet, will it? We'll leave it on FMS1 for now, and we'll have a look a bit closer to what we need to be doing. There we are, that's our top of descent is coming up not far away actually. So Aircore descent, it reckons, is in about 14 minutes. And that's where I've got the ring. We could fly the star in, but I'm going to do it via the via vectors, I think. So Etsis after Etsis, and then we're going to go out to out of the North Sea, like I normally do when we're flying the Airbus. We're going to do that type thing. Just wish there was a way to put in the extended centre line. Should be useful. Can I get another one in? Reference. Oh, maybe I can. GNT 25, what I'll put in the Airbus reference, not in database. Can that go in? That can go in. I would like to put in the .066 radial. Put in 066. What does that do? Does that give an extended centre line, do you reckon? No, does it heck? Does it heck? Oh well. Right, anyway. I won't faff around that too much. I did try and Google if you could put an extended centre line in, and there was nothing that came up of how to do it apart from doing this. So top of descent 14 nautical miles apparently. Do we reckon that is true? Just see if I can clear off that. Where's it got? Top of descent for take off ETA. Yeah, it's got top of descent there, yet my top of descent is here. So what do you reckon? Do I leave that how it is? Do I follow its top of descent, or do I follow my top of descent? Yo, Wes, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. What do you reckon? Do I follow my top of descent, or do I follow its top of descent? It wants top of descent just here. I want top of descent just there. Yeah, I wonder. I'll do it where I put my fix in and see if that works out. Unless this is going to have a pickle if we don't. We'll see what it wants to do. You're waiting on a 3-day download, ouch. So where's this heading to? We're slightly off track. Let's just direct Upton. Execute. I'm not sure why it would come off. Ah, nav's come out, that's why. Why would it have done that? Anyway. Back to Upton. So now our VNav stuff is gone because we've not listened to its top of descent. But I'm going to do that for me. See, we've got Yeah, we only need 40 odd miles. Aircore distance. Yeah, 42 miles. That's all we need, 42 miles to Aircore. We got 30, 40 odd, yeah. Top of that top of descent was well early. I'll leave that alone for now. And we'll do it. Oh mine, let's just try and sort this out. Seems to be having a little bit of a problem with its LNAV for some reason. It's all over the place. Right, so there's that. Let's get down to flight level 160 for now. .160 is in. There it is. VNAV. Down we go. Alt VNAV path. Why are we not just going down? Speed. Come on, down we go. Sod it, let's do it my way. Path VNAV path. Vertical speed. Let's drop all the way down. Start off at 2,600 feet per minute and see where we get from there. We will overspeed. Let's thrust idle. See how that works out. See how that works out. I'm not sure why, because last night when we hit VNAV it took us down, so we'll see how we go. We should get a descent path just here, hopefully, to help us out. Aircore's 37 miles away. 26,000 feet. We need roughly 30 miles, so we might not be that far off. We will see. What's the worst that can happen? Well, exactly. I'm sure we're going to manage it fine tonight. I'm sure we are. It's maintaining 2,600 feet quite nicely anyway, so that should. So 26,000. 10,000 times 3, 30 miles. So we're pretty much we're on that descent quite happily. So as long as we reach Aircore by, so look, yeah, Aircore by flight level 160 or not above or below. Then 1, 2, and 9. After that, we're gonna do our usual off over Sunderland, North Sea, vectors in, ILS 25. Bring that speed back a little bit, just to match where we are. So ideally descent speed should be about 270 knots, really, for the descent. We're going to level off there, so looks like we're going to level off perfectly fine. Such a good looking plane though, isn't it, the CRJ? Such a good looking plane. It's a bit better than that that Brit Air one we had last night. I didn't download one, so I got them for the obviously I got the CRJ 5, the 7, the 9 and the 1000 versions, and obviously the livery that I had the other night was just the one that came with the actual pack, if you know what I mean. I didn't download anything, they just come with the plane when you buy it. But I thought if we're going to do a flight, I may as well have a proper one. A nice British Airways one, for example. Look at that. Awesome stuff. There it is. We're going to level off well before, so let's decrease that vertical speed a minute. Let's do 2000. Even less, 1800. Watch that move out a little bit. There we go, that's a bit better. Yo, Rube! I reckon it is, but yeah, I'm actually enjoying flying this. Now, to be honest. It was a bit hard to get used to when I first tried it on Thursday night, but yeah, I reckon it's nice. I'm going to keep us descending at 250 knots. Let's try that. 250, that's bug there. Right there. Just give that a little bit of thrust. So, nav source, we've got sorted out. FMS1 still. I have put in the active ILS for Newcastle as well. And if we have a look on the map where we are, there we are, coming up now towards just to the top of North Yorkshire. Then we need to start doing something, heading out. It's normally 030 we head out on, so we'll try that in this. There's I'll capture 1000 to go. So let's give that a bit of juice to keep it 250 knots for now. Yes, buddy, I am. Yeah, Facebook as well, Rube. Right, so we have that there, 16, and we've got flight level 120 as well. Is next. The Chill Out Flight channel still, Rube. Just the same. Chill Out Flight channel. I'll capture 200 feet per minute now to finish off the initial descent. And what we'll do is let's go and bang in flight level 120 now. Yeah. 120 and vertical speed. Ooh. Cheers, Rube, for the like on Facebook. Cheers, buddy. Just drop that back again. Let's see how we're going to level off Etsis. That's not fast enough. Let's keep going down a bit faster than that. We'll get that banana back to Zodru. Even faster still. There we are. Something like that. That's just going to get us about ready. But we could, I guess, keep bringing that down to 9,000 feet now. 9,000 feet should get us by Etsis, roughly. There we are, bang on. Let's just keep doing that for now. We'll keep doing that. So, cool. I'm quite happy so far with how this is going. I'm not sure why we haven't got the little snowflake to tell us how we're doing. However, after ETSIS, it's going to be up to us to do. You can't really tell on here what it wants to do. It's going to take us to centre fix, turn left. So we pretty much can do that. But we'll just head off a little bit. We'll pull the Edinburgh, flight 250 knots. We'll set it somewhere around out there. Keep descending. We got 41 miles to Newcastle with a little bit of vectoring in. FMS Lock 1, what is that? ETSIS, has it got... What's it tuned up here? No idea what that is. No idea. Let's tune something up. To go. Platform altitude, Newcastle is 2,000 feet. We should know that by now, the amount of times we're flying to Newcastle. 2,000 feet is there, so we'll we need to lose we need 21 miles roughly to start that, coming down to 2,000 feet. There's alt capture, and we'll keep it thrust idle for now. Keep it at 250 knots. And we'll start coming off and vectoring ourselves in very shortly. Alt capture, bit of juice. Bit of juice back up to 250 knots. About there. Let's get this heading bug pulled. Let's go and do what we're going to do. Heading, we're going to swing off 030 for now. Heading, boom, off we go. Out on this vector. It's got glide slope there, can already pick that up, so that's pretty cool. Bit of speed. And we said we need 21 miles to lose the 7,000 feet, so we'll start doing that shortly. So it has got a glide slope, so what's it picking up? Lock 1, there it is. Pretty cool. Right. From last night when we got that help off Flight Sim Brazil, we know we're going to change that screen to the ILS screen a bit later on. So let's think about coming down. Altitude 7,000, so we'll come down to we'll start coming down to 2,000 feet now. I reckon there's 5, 4. So let's start with 4,000 feet. Speed, vertical speed. And let's start with, let's try 1,500 feet per minute for now. See how that goes. Thrust idle. And while that does that, let's go and stick some, oh, we got lights on, seatbelt signs are on, because I forgot to turn them off when we left Gatwick. I think that looks pretty good the way we're heading. Yeah, I think that's out to here and make the right turn. Something like that. Lovely stuff. Rube, not every day, no, but next week I am off work, so I might be a few more extra flights next week. Just gonna give that a bit more juice on the throttle. And we'll keep it coming down. Let's go down 3,000 feet. QNH is blinking. It should be 1013 still because it's not live weather. Again, like last night, I didn't want to have anything too exciting for weather-wise when we try and do this. It's just a nice sunny day. We can see what we're doing. There's the airport up here. Let's have a bit more juice. You had silly headwind early, did you? It's to be honest, it's been very windy up here again today. It's I went running after my bins earlier on. So you can see it's got the DME now of that. So let's go and whack in the course 246. Oh shit. 246 is the course we want to be on. Should spin that round. 246. There it is, set. And we probably should start thinking about making that left-hand turn. Let's try there for now. See how that goes. We're 12.9 miles out. According to that, I'm not sure what that is trying to tell us, to be honest with you. I'm guessing that's how far we are from the airport. Let's keep coming down. 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Set. Cool. And we'll just keep looking and we'll start slowing down. See the glide slope starting to move now. We should hopefully get... I'm hoping for lock in a minute. When we go past the... When we get past up here, we'll start turning. There we go, 1,000 to go. G'day. We're about to land. Hopefully we are. And if we just gently bring that heading back round now, we may get alt capture. There we are, 2,000 feet. Ideally we would like a localizer. You can see it coming in. There it is. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And we're going straight through it. Ah shit, approach. That would have worked. Lock one, there it is. That would be the reason why. But yeah. It is now doing something by itself. We're gone out of heading mode. I believe, yes. We're in approach. We'll keep coming back. Just going to keep that speed just around 200. Rube, it's not as... Yeah, it's not easy. It's got no auto throttle, so you've got to do all the manual speed adjustments yourself. There we are, Smile Castle. Tonight, there we are, we captured the localizer straight away. Pretty much tonight, we're going to come back onto it again in a minute. We'll fly at 180. We'll have flap 1 for now. And I'm hoping this is going to pull us back a bit further on the localizer. There it is, we'll have that screen on now. Well, exactly, yeah. Flight Sim Brazil. He saved the day, didn't he, last night? Just watching this, see if we are going to come back on this localizer. Because I'd like to be turning to the right a little bit now, I'd have thought. Let's have a look what the hell we're doing. Bit more thrust, if poss. There we go. We may end up going around in a minute again, to be fair, because we're nowhere near where we want to be. Oh, then again, I don't know. We're doing something. Something's happening. But yeah, we're not... Are we established on this localizer properly? I don't think we are. Oh, we are. Pretty much. We're just a little bit to the right. That's fine. I'll keep the speed come down. Let's go flap 8. Glide slopes coming in. We haven't set the actually performance. Set all. Set the V speeds. There we go. I was going to pull us on that glide slope. The localizer on this is very crap, I have to say. It's 1,000 to go. Let's get further flappage. There's glide slope. We're on the localizer as well. Why are we going up? That's better. I think. Something should be happening. Holy shit. And then this is what happened last time. Glide slope is well off. There we are. Coming back now. Let's have the gear down. Flaps are full. Slightly high. Let's see if we can fix that. Rube, it's not, no. It's not on. We are 1,000 feet. We're kind of stable. Just a little bit high. A little bit high. We're bang on the 140 VREF, which is fine. There are 3 whites now. It's coming back. Heart rate, that's not too bad tonight, actually. I thought we were going to have a pickle when we dived out the sky just before, but 2 whites, 2 reds, back on the glide. Bit more thrust, keeping it there, 140 knots roughly. Crappy regional jet. There we are. We're looking good. We're looking good. Still a bit wobbly on the approach. There we go, get the autopilot off. Settle it down. Oh, fuck. Here we are. Oh, fuck a duck-a-doo. It's down in some, fashion. Jesus. It's just that last bit that always catches me out. But there we are. We are on the ground. That wasn't too bad. I wouldn't want to see the replay. But yeah, there we are. We did make it kinda, and he still need to practice a little bit. But it wasn't too bad. Let's we'll slow down and come off here. Go get parked up. But yeah, I mean we did better than last night. It only took us 1 attempt to be on the ground. Compared to the 3 attempts that we had last night. Yeah, so It's coming together. It's coming together. Just I wonder whether my my Airbus side sticks a little bit too excitable for the settings that I've got. That's APU is available. It goes to the background. Oh, yeah, that's one of my. That's the junior first officer. I'll have to go and see what he wants after this. We're going to have to go and see. He might be hungry, but I will go and see what he wants. I'm not going to be able to do the return trip tonight. Just want to give us another fly out, so we will park up. We'll finish off here tonight. Did you see that big jet TV the other day down at Heathrow? What is going on here? Yeah, it was. He had. Did you see? He had nearly 250,000 people watching at once. Right, let's stop there. Go and stick that parking brake on. When I go here, aircraft. We'll put the chocks in place, and we'll go and do the shutdown stuff. But yeah, there we are. We managed to get it on the ground. I have look at that parking as well. I mean, can't complain at that, can you? Can't complain. But yeah, the landing wasn't too bad. I know, yeah, 100,000 followers. Imagine if he paid, or if all those followers paid it at the base rate, that would have been, he'd have made nearly 200 grand over that, roughly. Right, let's go and do some shutdown stuff. Let's have a look. Checklist: before landing, we shouldn't have. After landing, APU is on, transponder is off, slats and flaps are at 0, lights are set, probes are off, shutdown, parking brake is on, seatbelt signs. Let's get rid of some passengers. There you go. Seatbelt signs are off. Fuel pumps are off. Beacon nose wheel steering to off, and the beacon can come off as well. Let's have a look. Beacon off, that can all come off too. Looking good. And yeah, shut down, terminating. So we've got the chocks and blocks in already. That can go back to shut off. That to shut off as well. Yes, 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 we get that. Master warning, everything else we've done. And we can do that. Chocks and brakes are in and off. IRSs. Let's shut it down. Off. External lights, we just turned all those off. Off, off, off and off. Off. Well, they're on, they're all off. APU, we'll turn it off in a minute. Bash master off, and cockpit lights after that. Do that. But yeah, there we are, guys. Welcome to Newcastle. Let's have a quick look on Volanta, see what it reckoned of our arrival. Current flight, there it is. Don't think that reckons. That reckons 83 feet per minute landing. Not too bad. But you can see what we did. I'll complete that now. So look. There we are. It's nicely. The departure was nice. Up we went. All the way up here. The vectoring out was nice as well. We just missed the localizer a little bit. Kind of went through it. You can see it pulling us back on. And then the glide. We had a little bit of a dip before it sorted itself out, and then nicely in. But we'll have to work out that landing a bit more. But yeah, it turned out to be much better than last night at Smile Castle. Pretty good. Pretty good. So anyway, we'll get rid of that. Whee. There it is, our nicely parked up plane. I reckon the passengers are all done. Let's go and just finish off turning this plane off. So we've done that. Emergency lights are off. And we'll do the IRSs are off. Emergency light anti-ice. It should be off anyway, which it is. They can come off. all of the things. It doesn't have a warning inhibit in this. APU, let's go and shut that off. Battery master off, cockpit lights off. Battery master off, that can come off. And whatever's happened to you, I don't know. There we are. That can come off. And there we have one shut down CRJ for the night. There we are. So guys, that was a much better flight than last night. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm off work next week, so there'll be more streams. More streams in the CRJ, more in the Airbus. Tomorrow it'll be, that's how I think we're doing tomorrow evening, perhaps. We'll go back in the Airbus tomorrow, and we'll go off to somewhere, possibly on VATSIM as well. I still don't feel too comfortable taking this out on VATSIM just yet. But guys, thank you for coming along. Smile Castle, Rube, thanks for coming along for moderating as usual. Wes, thanks for the follow on, not the follow, the sub on YouTube. Everyone else that subbed and followed as well, thank you ever so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I'll see you very, very soon in another live stream. So take it easy, guys, and I will see you all a bit later on.